The military camp sat far from the city, hidden behind steel gates and endless rows of pine trees. During the day, the place echoed with boots striking concrete, whistles cutting through the cold air, and soldiers shouting commands sharp enough to slice through skin. At night, however, it became unbearably quiet. Too quiet for someone like Dr. Elias Reyes. Elias tightened his grip on the leather strap of his bag as the military jeep rolled past the final checkpoint. His eyes lingered on the armed guards stationed near the gates. Their expressions were rigid, unreadable. Everything about this place screamed control. And yet the person he came here for was the complete opposite. "You're really accepting this assignment?" his colleague had asked days ago. "That boy's a nightmare." "Not boy," Elias corrected silently. 23 years old, old enough to ruin lives. The rumors about the general's son spread even outside military circles. Fighting in bars, street racing, assault allegations, endless scandals buried by power and money, expelled from 2 universities, suspended from military training twice. Violent, arrogant, untouchable. People spoke of him like a ticking grenade. His name was Lucian Valdez, son of General Elias Valdez, one of the most feared men in the country. And now Elias had been hired to manage him. Or babysit him, depending on how honest one wanted to be. The money was enough to erase Elias' student loans in less than a year. So he accepted. Even after hearing the rumors. Even after being warned. Even after seeing the exhaustion in General Valdez's eyes during their first meeting. "My son drives everyone away," the general had said quietly. "Therapists, instructors, friends, nobody lasts longer than a month." Elias remembered answering calmly. "People are not impossible, General." The older man only gave a bitter smile. "You'll regret saying that." The jeep stopped in front of a gray concrete building. A soldier opened the door for him. "Your room is upstairs, Doc." "Our room," another soldier corrected with an awkward cough. Elias frowned slightly. "What?" The soldier avoided eye contact. "You'll be sharing quarters with Sir Lucian, General's orders." Silence. Then somewhere above them. Crash. Glass shattered. Someone cursed violently. The soldier stiffened immediately. Elias slowly looked up toward the second floor. "I see." One soldier muttered under his breath, "Good luck." The room smelled faintly of cigarette smoke and rain. Lucian Valdez sat lazily on the edge of his bed near the window, one boot planted against the chair in front of him. A half-empty bottle of liquor rested beside him. He did not stand when Elias entered. Did not greet him. Did not even look at him properly. Instead, his cold gray eyes swept over Elias once before dismissing him entirely. "So," Lucian drawled, voice rough and mocking, "father hired another idiot." Elias quietly placed his luggage beside the empty bed. "I'm Dr. Elias Reyes." "I didn't ask." The hostility in the room was immediate, heavy. Elias had dealt with difficult patients before, angry patients, defensive patients. But Lucian felt different. He attacked before anyone could even approach him. Like an animal that had learned biting was safer than trust. "You'll be staying here?" Lucian asked. "Yes." A humorless laugh escaped him. "That won't last." Elias ignored the remark. "I'll begin your evaluation tomorrow morning." Lucian finally looked directly at him then. Sharp eyes. Dangerous eyes. Beautiful eyes, Elias admitted unwillingly. "You talk too calmly," Lucian muttered. "It's annoying. And you insult people too easily." For a brief second, surprise flashed across Lucian's face. Then amusement. "Oh," he said softly, "you've got some spine." Elias unpacked his books without another word. Behind him, Lucian clicked his tongue. "Don't touch my side of the room." "I won't if you don't touch mine." Lucian smirked faintly. "You won't survive here." Elias finally turned toward him. "I'm not here to survive you, Lucian." The smirk disappeared. "I'm here to help you." For the first time since he arrived, the room became truly silent. Then Lucian laughed. Cold. Cruel. Almost offended. "Help me," he repeated, "you people always say that." His voice darkened. "Then you leave." The following days became a living nightmare. Lucian tested Elias constantly. He mocked the way he talked, criticized the way he dressed, interrupted every therapy session with sarcasm and insults sharp enough to draw blood. Sometimes he would disappear for hours around the camp just to force Elias to search for him. Other times, he deliberately humiliated him in front of the trainees. "Careful around the doctor," Lucian would say lazily while smoking outside the barracks. "He looks like he cries easily." The soldiers laughed nervously. Elias endured it. Again and again. Because he needed the money. Because he promised himself he would not quit. Because somewhere beneath Lucian's viciousness, Elias sensed something deeply broken. But patience had limits. And Lucian enjoyed finding them. It happened 2 weeks later. Rain hammered violently against the windows that night. Lucian had returned drunk from disciplinary training, soaked from head to toe and already in a foul mood. Elias was reviewing paperwork at the desk when Lucian snatched the folder from his hands and threw it across the room. Papers scattered everywhere. "Stop acting like you understand me," Lucian snapped. Elias inhaled slowly. "Pick that up." "No." "Lucian." "What?" he barked, "going to write another report about my anger issues." Elias stood. Something inside him finally cracked. "You want the truth," Elias said quietly. Lucian sneered, "Here we go. No one stays with you because you make it impossible." The sneer faltered. "You hurt people before they can hurt you, you insult them before they can leave, and then you act surprised when you end up alone." Lucian's expression darkened instantly. But Elias kept going. "You think being feared means being cared about, it doesn't. Shut up. You push everyone away and call it strength." "I said shut up." "You're angry at everyone because deep down, you think nobody could ever truly love you enough to stay." Silence. Dead silence. Even the rain outside seemed distant now. Lucian's breathing grew heavier. Elias' chest rose and fell sharply from his own anger. Then finally, "You done?" Lucian asked coldly. But this time the cruelty in his voice sounded weaker. Almost shaken. Elias grabbed the fallen papers from the floor. "I'm done letting you treat me like garbage." Their eyes met. And for the first time, Lucian looked at him differently. Not dismissively. Not mockingly. But carefully. As if Elias had finally become real in his eyes.